Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for November 19th, 2025, the 303rd day of the Sex Offender Administration. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill on Tuesday, with a 534-1 vote, took the significant step of ordering the Justice Department to publicly release all of its investigative files into the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The only lawmaker to vote against it, Representative Clay Higgins of Louisiana, said he did so because of the way the legislation is written. I agree. It should be written in Trump's blood. Federal Judge Jeffrey V. Brown ruled on Tuesday that Texas must return to its 2021 maps for the 2026 election, writing that, quote, substantial evidence, close quote, proves Texas had, quote, racially gerrymandered, close quote, its latest districts. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has quickly appealed to the Supreme Court. Governor Abbott says he doesn't see color, but he can smell a nigga a mile away. The United States Department of Homeland Security is planning to deploy about 250 federal border agents to Louisiana and Mississippi, aiming to arrest around 5,000 people in the two states. You have to be a fool to not see the fascism. The whistleblower Noella Turnage, who came forward to House Democrats alleging convicted sex offender Ghislaine Maxwell received preferential treatment at a federal prison camp in Texas, says she was not motivated by politics. Quote, this was about common human decency and doing what's right for all inmates, close quote. Besides, it's the big house, not Ghislaine Maxwell House. This has been a Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for November 19th, 2025. The 303rd day of the Sex Offender Administration. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on MindDog TV.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
Yourself. Can we get a cup of coffee in here, please?
I think, no, that's right. Right, that. Oh, I'll go with one. I don't know, something weird. The world of weirdness, of the weird world of weirdness. Something like weird.
Damn good coffee and hot.
I say.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Button here. Look how white I am. Whiter than Greg Abbott. I like.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
No. Not happening. I think the best laugh of the day already happened. That's Greg Abbott line. I'm gonna live with that little glow on the side back there. What? Good morning, folks. It is Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. Happy birthday to G.D. Fenderson, who turned 66 today. It's just 1 6 away from 666, which is his real, not his age. It's just a sign. I don't know. It was a tattoo he was going to have put on his head. If you can't tell, I'm sick, man. I don't want to stay home from school today. Here's the deal. And yeah, there you go. I owe him already. My grandson is sick. He hasn't been here. My wife goes over, takes care of him while he's home from school. She comes home. She's not sick. She just brings his cooties and somehow throws them on me. And so I'm a little sick. I told myself last night, I'm not getting sick. I'm not getting sick. I'm not getting sick. And then I sore throat and sneezing, and I'm not getting sick. I'm not getting sick. And now I'm sick. But I think it's just a cold. I mean, it's cold and flu season. Old people supposed to get a flu shot. I never got a flu shot in my life. Here's my big problem, though. Tomorrow I have a paint party in Ozone Park again. Like my second time to Ozone Park in my life. I've never been there, but it's at a healthcare facility, and at healthcare facilities, they have the screening thing where you look in, they recognize your face, blah blah blah. They do a temperature thing. Somehow they look at you and can tell your temperature. This little box there, and then they ask you a series of questions. Have you had any cold-like symptoms? And if I lie, that's like perjury. That's bad stuff. You can't do it. So now the company I work for, Paint the Town, they have this hard, fast rule that calling in sick the day before is unacceptable. Unacceptable. What if you're sick? It's unacceptable. So I wrote to them and I said, listen, I don't want to, I'll show up if you want, but if I get everybody there sick, it's on you. And they might not let me in. The scanning thing might not let me in, but if they do, there's a good chance I'm going to get everybody sick. By the way, if you're listening today, maybe you want to step back from your headphones or your computer screen because I could get you sick. Anyway, so there it is. I could be in trouble. I could get fired for getting sick the day before. Well, I said I'll do it anyway. I'll do the. If you want me to get him sick, I'll go there. I mean, look, I'm here. I don't have to be here, but I'm here. It's Sheedy's birthday. I felt like, what am I gonna do? Let him do the show by himself on his birthday? That would be really. One more thing I want to talk about before we bring him in. Yesterday, or I've been talking about this for a while. You know that people have been, and I just got an email from the dude just now. I just saw it flash in front of me. This guy, what's his name? Charlotte Johnson. I want to, you know what? Maybe I'll look at that Charlotte Johnson thing and share that video with you. Anyway, they sent me an email saying they are podcast promoters, YouTube promoters, they're gonna make me rich. And they sent me a video. And the video is of them analyzing my channel. And we're so sure we can get you 5 billion gazillion viewers and grow your channel. You don't pay anything until you make money off us. Oh, that sounds good. Because I've been saying that to a couple of people. I'm not paying. I'm not investing. I'm not buying bots for sure. I don't think they get you bots, but whatever. No, I just lost it. I went through it so fast. But anyway, they sent me this video, and it's a video of them analyzing my channel, and they promise that I don't pay anything until I see results. Okay, that sounds good. Let's have a Zoom call. So yesterday after the show, I do a Zoom call, and right away the guy starts in. This is the same guy whose voice is on the thing telling me, we don't pay anything until you don't pay anything until we show your results. And okay. And then it starts right away with how much do I want to invest? I was like, zero. I'm not fucking paying. He said, well, where do you go? I said, well, you know what? I'm fine not making any money from this. I'd like to make enough money so I could pay the people who contribute to the program a little something. Just, make it worth their while. I don't care if I never make a dime off of this thing. If I broke even, I don't know. So the guy's telling me, well, he's going through this whole thing about, well, there are two people. One invests in their product and one doesn't. Which one do you think is going to do better? I know that, dipshit. You're the one who approached me. I didn't come after you here. Let me see. Oh no, that's a 17-page thing of I want to see where she sends the video. I can't see the video anyway. I lost it. Anyway, he's guy trying to. Oh, here's the video. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna share this video just for a second, just because it's share screen here. I'm sorry for the. Did I mention that I was sick? Did I mention that? I did mention that, didn't I? What the hell? This is her. This is not the thing I was just gonna show you. What the hell just happened there? I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I thought I was going to do it, but I'm not going to do it. Charlotte Johnson. Oh, here it is. Can you see this? Are you seeing this? No, you're not seeing this. Let me come back here and do this. It's not this. See? It's not that. That's not what I want to show you. I'm going to try this one more time. Come back over here. This is what I want to show you. Why is it not showing you this? Forget it. Forget it. We're off to a good start here today. Let me remove this. Stop screen. One more time. I'm doing this. I'm going for it. I'm going in. No, it's not showing me the right thing. Oh, window. That's why I'm a dick. You could say I'm a dick, but I'm a sick dick. That's my excuse. There you go. This thing here. Oh, now it's going to do one more thing. I don't know if you're seeing it. I don't know. I can't do it. Help, Mom. Oh, here. Enter the stage. Hear this. Oh, but it's not showing you that. See, I want to play that video. Oh, it's so fucking frustrating. Let me out of here. I'm sorry. Am I losing my mind? Oh, what mind? I know you're saying. God damn, StreamYard, you fucked this up so fucking bad. It used to be so easy. It used to be so easy. I'm sorry. You don't want me singing. I get it. Watch. I'm going to press this button. He talks very fast. Doesn't he really talk very fast? Oh, he subscribed. How the hell does he talk that fast? Wow. Wow. I'm going to be rich. Yeah. I might be thinking that sounds crazy. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Well, who is this young Yoda Bob? Oh my God. I'm getting tired. Right. Get to the point. All right. I'm stopping him. Get the fuck out. All right. So that's the guy. Hey, how the hell do you talk that fast? Anyway, at the end of that thing, he starts telling me about how we don't pay anything until you don't pay anything until we show you results, and then immediately starts with a sales pitch. And I smell a sales pitch, and I say to him, "I ain't fucking spending a dime, dude. I'm not spending a dime with you. I'm not being cheap. I'm just being smart here. I don't. I've already invested in this program, and again, I don't care if it never makes money. I'd like to make enough money to throw GD a bone, Ron Kane a bone, a small bone, Steven maybe a leg. Uh, but I don't fucking care. And I didn't reach out to them. And you saw they reach out to me. They go find my YouTube channel, take it upon themselves to kind of do an analysis there and promise the world to me $100,000 a month from just YouTube stuff. And then he starts with a sales pitch. So I said to him, listen, dude, don't lie to people. You're wasting your time. If you didn't lie to me, you wouldn't be here wasting your time. That's the bottom line here. If you didn't say, "I'm so confident I could do this," and we'll at the end of the day, it's a bad match because I'm not willing to invest. Yes, I could have told you that if you would have never sent me an email, if you would have never said that you'll do this on spec, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Anyway, so I'm glad to. If you so other podcasters, if you get that kind of stuff out there, don't even waste your time having a phone call with the dude. It's we'll work for blow me. You'll work for blow me. Speaking of blow me, get some. Today's program is brought to you by me. Custom by Matt. We'll all sing happy birthday to GD in 1 second.
Custom paintings for the holidays, making your celebrations truly unique. The holiday season is a time of joy, giving, and creating lasting memories with loved ones. As we all strive to find that perfect gift, unique solutions often stand out in the crowd. This year, why not consider custom paintings from Custom Art by Matt? With an array of themes and styles, from breathtaking landscapes to heartwarming pet portraits.
Ian,
these custom works of
quote
art
of the
can
day,
elevate your holiday gifting experience.
Phrase of the day, the phrase that pays, flu-infected snot.
When it comes to gift giving during Christmas or Hanukkah, people often resort to common items that might lack personal touch. Instead, imagine presenting a family member or friend with a custom painting that reflects their personality, passions, or cherished memories. Art has a way of connecting individuals, evoking emotions, and inspiring conversations. As you prepare for the holidays, consider how impactful a custom painting can be, not only as a gift, but as a way to enhance your home decor with unique, meaningful art. By choosing a piece that reflects the interests and memories of your loved ones, you'll create a lasting impression that goes far beyond the holiday season. This year, let the spirit of giving flourish through the beauty of Custom Art by Matt, ensuring that your celebrations are as special and memorable as the moments you share. Get a quote now. Call or text 631-496-6464 or write to info@minddogtv.com.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. So gdfunny.com. Happy birthday to you. Ladies and gentlemen, in the room with me now, a man who is a man, was a man, could be a man, maybe not so much a man.
Half a man, 3/5 of a man.
3/5 of a man.
Oh, man. What are we talking about?
Me and Greg Abbott smelled you coming a mile away. Anyway, GD Feddersen. Good morning, GD. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Get back. I'm contagious.
Good morning, America. MindDogTV.com. Order your 2026 Mind Dog Quote of the Day calendar. Today's quote for the day is, "You can lead a whore to water, but bathing will cost you extra." Go to minddogtv.com/merch and make more investments, for the children. Support your local mercenaries and enjoy the suffering.
I don't know, man. I thought flu-infected snot was the quote of the day. I like it, but...
Yeah, but I've written this before, the flu-infected snot.
Yeah, so Ian, write to, the minute you get out of bed in the morning, write to GD with the quote of the day so he can... doesn't have to go look for trinkets in his neighbor's medicine cabinet.
Oh man, it's so weird because now, but at least when I had the Advent calendar going, I was focused. I had a theme. It's easy for me to work with a theme, even if the stuff that I came up with was crap. I had a theme.
Yeah, I know.
And now I don't have a theme. It's like, okay, now what random shit do I come up with today?
So I saw this thing. I saw a thing on Midas Touch on Facebook. Now I'm not even sure Midas Touch runs their Facebook thing. I think somebody just co-opted their brand, and I don't even know if they know about this. But they're talking about the end of, oh boy, I wish I could find it. They're talking about the Republicans all turning on Trump. It's the end of days for him. It's every authoritarian regime eventually eats its own and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is wishful thinking. He's not going away. He scrubbed all the shit out of the Epstein files. Nobody fucking cares. They're trying to make it like this is something because they voted for it. Now, Mike Johnson is trying to give them every way that the Senate could not approve this thing or Trump could not. Clean. They took every fucking Republican out of there. It's only going to be Democrats in the Epstein files. And
now the only problem with that is everybody's going to know. because we've already gotten resignations. Not resignations. We already have pictures and stuff like that of people out there. So
fake news,
and the emails and stuff. So
fake,
you already know the stuff.
All AI fake. Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm not nobody. Okay, I'm not gonna say nobody because I don't know the answer to that one. I don't give a shit if Trump's faithful and loyal flip on him. I don't expect him to. I expect him to justify and so forth. You know, that's what I want is the sunshine on it. I want the light on it. Okay, so that the man knows. So that the man knows that we know that he's filthy. The man knows that we know that he has no clothes. Okay, and then that will drive him crazier than anything else.
I don't think so.
It will. That's why he tries so hard. That's why he tries so hard. Like when he was asked by the ABC reporter, you know,
Stephanopoulos.
No, the woman. The woman.
Yesterday, the
one to his face, right to his face, and you know, any other person a person who wasn't bothered by it would have just said, you know, just let it roll off. He's like, oh, you're nasty. You're worthless. You're terrible, terrible. It's a bad news organization. Fake news, fake news. You can tell he's being gotten to. That's what I want. I want him to know that we know what buttons to push to get under his fucking skin. And I want to see him.
Let me just counter that with what occurs to me, because I've seen him exposed, and the world has seen him exposed. When he was on David Letterman, he was bragging. He brought ties and shirts on. He was saying, and he was talking down all this stuff that's made in China. It's all shit, blah blah blah. And we're selling our country out. And then David Letterman goes, "Where was this man? Oh, look, made in China." And all he did was. And the whole crowd was laughing at him, and that's his response. Like, I don't have a problem with you knowing I'm just bullshitting. I mean, he knew at that point, everybody knew he was a phony, and he just like brushed it off. Like, yeah, I'm full of shit. But
that was he was younger. That was a lot different. Now you can tell he can't take it. He really can't take it. Like when I mean, you can look at his face the way Obama during the. Was the White House press the press dinner.
Yeah,
Obama, you know, you could see in Trump's face, even, you know, you could tell he was fucking bothered, and it bothered him to the bone, so point that he like based his next few years of action on that shit that just got to him.
Yeah,
you know, he's being gotten to, and I think he's like, you know, like I said, I don't want him to die in office. I want him to die in disgrace. And I want him to die in such a way that there is nobody to bring the rotunda to display it. I want him to be denied of that privilege. And then I want that ballroom destroyed. I want that ballroom either taken down or turned into some place where poor people can gather and have free meals in DC. Something like that. And don't call Trump anything, you know, name it after the poorest, blackest person they can find in DC. It's like, here it is. We'll call it Jimmy Ray. We call it Tyrone's wing.
Well, I don't disagree with you at all on your desire there. I mean, I would love to see him feel the embarrassment and die in shame and you know, all that stuff.
It'd be nice if he was broke also, but that I can't. You know, that's too much to ask.
Yeah, he could be broke anyway. But you know, because I know he's embezzling money like left.
Oh yeah, right. They've embezzled he has embezzled by himself over $2 billion. Right, we can trace.
But keep in mind, he's a Trump and he's got kids, and he stole all his father's money when his father was dying. So I expect Eric, at least. I mean, Eric would be the one. Don Jr. is too fucking coked up to think about it. But Eric, I think, will steal all the money from him, so he could die, bro.
Well, Eric, I don't think Eric and Don have to steal his money because the Trump family has made about $10 billion between when you count all the crypto shit and the endorsement deals and the land steals and stuff like that. They've taken about $10 billion.
Yeah, but he didn't have to steal his father's money either, but he did. He had his own money when his father was dying, but he still did. And his sister, and Mary Trump was talking about that the other day. She was talking about how when Fred Trump was dying, it was obvious to everybody, and it was obvious that Donald was manipulating the funds and all this stuff. And she said, this mirrors Fred's last days very very strong in her mind. It looks like that. She said, I remember the glaze in his eyes and the dementia that Fred was getting at the time. I mean, if you listen to this man talk, it's just bizarre. So what is Sunshine saying?
I hope that
There
Trump's money goes to Melania and she winds up fucking like Idris Elba or something.
No, Justin Trudeau. She's gonna
no, but Idris Elba would piss off every Trump and MAGA person. No, I want her to, and I'm not wishing this upon him. I don't.
Who's MGK?
Marjorie Taylor Greene versus. I'm guessing MGK is MAGA Goon Knights. I don't know.
No, Marjorie Taylor Greene versus Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, okay, yeah, that would be good. Yeah. So
I'm sorry. You people have to realize that your initials and my initials, and what I see when you guys write initials, we don't all see the same thing.
No, I didn't. I had Machine Gun Kelly was the furthest thing from my mind when I see MGK.
Yeah, if you say you could say Kill Tony was at MSG, and you see Madison Square Garden. I see monosodium glutamate. Okay, so and I'm going, that doesn't make sense. We haven't used monosodium glutamate in years.
Yeah, right. I hate that stuff. It always made me nauseous.
Yeah, it does. It tastes awful.
Yeah.
I don't know how or why they say that it wakes up the flavor in food. The only thing it woke up was my desire to throw up.
Everybody stand back. I'm contagious.
Oh, I'm staying back because I got too much to almost live for.
Almost. But speaking of
good morning, Mickey.
Infighting and stuff, Marjorie Taylor Greene said, because Trump had that Prince Boogie Bushwagi Waga Laga Shamugalaga, or the beheading guy from. She said a traitor is somebody. Yeah, she called Trump a traitor this morning. So I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now I don't know if it's sincere or not. I think it might be. She has not earned the benefit of the doubt, but I think she might have had a sincere awakening moment in all this stuff. And I know there is a lot of ambition behind her, and the polling in her district probably played a big part of it. But it seems like she's not letting Trump bullshit her anymore. He turned on her, and she said, "Okay, bring it on." So it feels like there might be a little bit of sincerity. Not that she cares about the fucking people. She cares about herself and self-preservation. But at least she's waking up to the fact of what he is. Like, she's taking off the blinders and saying, yeah, this guy is a piece of shit. He's a traitor.
But she's always known that. But she was willing to, while it helped her career, she was willing to tolerate it. And now it's hurting. Once it starts to get in the way of her ambition, she will drop you in a heartbeat. It's like
that's what I mean by I don't know how sincere it is, but I think it might be. I understand what you're saying, and I understand that she has not earned one benefit of the doubt in this thing. But it seems like because she's not just turning on him on one thing. It's like on lots of different issues. It's
right.
Having the beheading Prince. I can't even say his name. Prince Beheader. To the office and being like buddy with them, like.
But look how she does it. Like she says that I think she gave like a soft-hearted apology for the hate rhetoric that she's dispersed over the past.
She did say, "I'm sorry," too. I'm sorry for
but did she call the people? I'm just saying, for example, I'm just thinking of Ruby. Was it Ruby Shea and Freed something? The two black women in Georgia. Was it in Georgia? They're death threats. They have to move their houses and shit like that. They can't even live where they used to live. Did she call them and apologize? Did she call out by name and say, look, guys, I was wrong. Lay off of them. They were doing their jobs. Back off. No. Yeah. See, so she's doing enough to try to jumpstart her career because she wants to be a senator and maybe a governor one day. She really wants that. And right now she's got the Trump stink on her.
Yeah.
And Trump stink works for Trump, but Trump's thing doesn't work for everybody else.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, when and if this thing ever ends, like Sunshine saying there is such a thing as karma, I'd like to believe that, but I can't. I can't.
See, we were taught in ministerial school that karma just is just cause and effect. It's not like a divine thing. It's just cause and effect.
Yeah.
I mean, I really wish there was such a thing as karma. And the only thing, since I don't know what happens in the afterlife, I'm assuming that karma doesn't work in this plane.
Yeah.
Not 100%. Other than the fact of cause and effect, and I would love it. Like I said, I would love it if at least if my brand of karma worked. if my brand of karma worked, I'd be fucking ecstatic.
I think I remember boy Glenn. Comma.
Oh yeah. And if my testicles weren't so low, I'd sing it for you.
I had a guy on on Facebook who has known me for years, trying to say, "Well, look, they got your boy Bill Clinton, my boy Bill Clinton." Do you remember that I went out of my way to kind of say what Bill Clinton did was totally outrageous? Getting a blowjob in the Oval Office set him up for compromise. He put himself in compromising positions. He set himself up for blackmail. And I thought he should have been impeached over that. And I was the one leading the charge on that. I've never been a Democrat. All of a sudden, because I'm anti-Trump, people say, oh, your boy Bill Clinton. If Bill Clinton goes to jail for fucking raping or even just having sex, not forcible rape, but whatever, statutory rape on Epstein Island, I'll celebrate that. Send them to fucking jail. Send everybody who's on that fucking list to jail. One guy, the president of Harvard or something, stepped down in advance of the list coming out. Like,
right, Summers.
The
former. He was a former president.
Yeah. So he stepped down from being former. How did he step down from being former?
No, what he did is he stepped away from his commitments.
Yeah. Oh.
That's
not going to keep you out of jail, though. That's the thing. Rape is not something. It's statutory rape, forcible rape, any of it. It's not something you could just say, "Hey, I'll just step out of the spotlight here and go live my life in the country." No. There's a price to pay. I mean, I'm not sure if there's a statute of limitations. I think murder and rape are the two things where there's no statute. I don't know how that works, but there's going to be a price to pay for that guy. He just admitted to being a rapist. You're in there. Good luck with trying to fucking just say, well, I'll just quit then. How about that? I just quit. Yeah, okay, just quit. But still, there's a little jail cell waiting for you. You want to step inside? Boy George, not Boy Glenn. No, it's Boy Glenn. GD is Boy Glenn. Jesus, Ian, you were on a roll there with this snot infested, whatever you said. Anyway, Congress has a fund for lawyers paid for by tax money, but this guy's not Congress. He's a Harvard guy. Anyway, so I don't think anything's gonna happen. What I envision is 3 more years of the hardcore Trumpers saying, "See, it's only Democrats on the list." Like, really? You believe all those emails you saw and all that stuff was just faked? Yes, and it's all fake news. They believe fake news. One more thing about the Peggy thing. Piggy, shut up, Piggy. Whatever he said, and waved his finger at her.
Peggy says.
Well, somebody on Twitter was trying to defend him. He was talking to Peggy Noonan. Peggy Noonan is not part of the White House press corps anymore. She's like 80 years old or something. She's not traveling on Air Force One. But they're really trying to sell us. He wasn't saying Piggy. He was saying Peggy. Be quiet, Peggy. No, Peggy's fucking on the beach somewhere with a margarita in her hand, waiting to die. That's give me a fucking break. The lengths that the people will go. The lengths that people will go to defend this guy it's bizarre. I mean, now the Greg Abbott thing, that's the Supreme Court's going to overturn that, right? They're going to rule in favor of the Texas gerrymandering, or am I wrong? You disagree?
I don't know the answer. I honestly don't know the answer to that. Because the lower court gave such a good argument, and because they haven't gotten rid of certain provisions in the Equal Rights in the Equal Voting Rights Act, there's still some parts of it that still stands. So yeah. I think the federal, was it Judge Jerome V or whatever his name is, Jerry V. I think I'm going to cross my fingers and say it's going to stand, or they won't, or they're going to just not hear it.
It's so weird. Pam Bondi, who was cursing the redistricting in California, was now cursing the courts for not allowing Texas to. It's like, well, how dare you not? You're the ones who started this shit. We could have just left things the way they were everywhere and just run fair elections. But you tried to rig the thing, and now you're upset that California went to do the same thing. They got away with it, and Texas didn't.
Well, here's the thing, because now what is California going to do? Because they were going, I guess they have to. I think California should just go through with it, because their provision was that if Texas voted to do this, then we are going to do this. Texas voted to do it, and they're still challenging it. Right. You don't want to get caught with your pants down if it gets held up, if Texas wins in the Supreme Court and you don't have enough time to act. So I say go through with your plans.
Caught with my pants down. That sounds like
so California, if you're listening, Ann is listening. Ann in California, tell the rest of the state, go through with the redistricting, to keep going and
redickering.
Right.
The redickering.
Right. And they can undo everything once there is civilization back, once logic and shit is restored back to the White House, we can fix it all. We can go back and fix it. But don't change your mind. California, like they say in Galaxy Quest, onward, onward. No.
I don't know about Galaxy Quest. I don't know. I'm so fucking culturally unhip. I don't even.
That's now. I'm not. The first time when it came out, like I said, here's the problem. Here's my bias. My bias. If an actor is overused, and I get sick of seeing him, I don't care how good the movie might be. I don't give it a chance. You know. I just don't. It's like, fuck it. I'm tired of seeing your fucking ass. I don't want to see it anymore.
In this case, who are you talking about?
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
Yeah, he got over. He was like, I got tired of Tim Allen.
I got tired of him the first 3 seconds.
And then, when he did Galaxy Quest, I didn't even look at that movie. Just like the Santa Claus, I didn't look at the Santa Claus. Now, once I watched the Santa Claus, I really liked it. And same with Galaxy Quest. Once I watched it, it was like in the middle of the night, and there was a scene coming up with. It was like they were going. It was a scene with when they were going for the beryllium sphere, and the little tiny aliens are coming out, and they look like children, and then they eat this other alien. I said, I'm gonna watch this, and I did, and I've watched. So now I've watched that movie Galaxy Quest like a dozen times, because to me it's just still hilarious. Yeah. And that didn't make my top 5 funny movies. Damn it.
I don't think I watched the Santa Claus. I think people watched it while I was in the room, and I couldn't stand it. I just don't. I don't like Tim Allen anyway. He's just a dick. I always thought he was a dick. How far can that grunting stuff take you in fucking comedy? He's an asshole. I'm replying to my nephew here who just found out I was beaten up by ice. My nephew is he's an anti-Trump, but I would think he's probably a Democrat. I don't know that for a fact, but him and his father had I know so he probably is a Democrat. He was backing Obama, and him and his father didn't speak for 8 years. His father wouldn't speak to him because he voted for Obama. So, but I'm just trying to explain to him how, because he says he's seen the ICE people all over where near his office. He said it's just a matter of time before he goes out and yells at them to go fuck themselves and ends up in federal prison or something, or in a concentration camp. I'm like, well, just mind your own business. Don't go into a Mexican deli. Take your own water with you, and just avoid them. That's the thing. I mean, because he does look like me. They could take him. He doesn't look like me, but he's dark skinned, and they'll just say, "Well, you must be an illegal immigrant. Let's get you and harass you." So I'm just writing back to him.
I'm going to apologize to people in advance. I'm being inundated with birthday wishes on my phone, and if I wait till the end, and I don't mean just the ones on Facebook, I mean like in the Facebook Messenger, and so because I'm being messaged, I'm like saying thank you to each message because I don't want to get behind. If I get behind, then I'm going to spend the rest of my night, unless I go to the toilet. If I have to have a number 2, then I could probably do that. But I don't know. There's no guarantee that I'll have a number 2 today.
No, you're gonna have a shart. You're gonna have a funny old fart. Is what you're gonna have today. That's what you're doing, right? Tonight, you're. Are you excited? Are you what are you feeling? You're gonna be exhausted by that time because you got up at 3:00 in the morning to do the headlines. And oh no, you don't do that. It was the rep who did that.
No, I write it. He just records it. So I get up to write it for him, and
you're gonna be shot by tonight. That's the point. You're putting in too many hours.
Yeah, I get up to I get the latest news. So I write it, and then he records it, and then I edit it for him because he's a technical idiot. He is. He's a technical idiot, and it's not that he's not smart or anything like that. He's quite smart. It's just that he's very impatient, and he pushes buttons too many times. It's like it says a right click. He'll like right click 9 times if it's not going fast enough. Then the computer's trying to catch up with all of his clicks, and he doesn't have my patience.
Yeah. So now there's like 5 people on the show tonight or something. All old?
No, the show's tomorrow.
Oh, it's so weird. Because I do things the opposite way. If I would have the show the day before my birthday.
I didn't, but the show was scheduled independent of my birthday. It was scheduled because of what was good for everybody else. It had nothing to do with me.
All right.
And they said this is the date, so I said, okay, I will exploit my birthday.
All right.
It's kind of.
So the show is tomorrow. Tomorrow, Queen Elizabeth is going to be with us tomorrow.
Yes.
So I didn't know she had like a whole list of movies she was in, and she's also an author. I didn't know all that about her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's extremely talented. She's done a lot of stuff. Now the thing is, she was working like on another movie or something that she said she had a role for me. But that was a little while ago. She may not have that role for me anymore.
No, it's stale. The role went stale. It was
the role
with butter and
the role sat out so long the birds got to it.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And we were working on a song parody together. I sent her. She asked me to write some lyrics, and I sent her my first draft. And she didn't respond back about my first draft. So I don't know,
Oh, I got it. Hold on. She said, you fucking asshole. Who the fuck are you to talk to me like? Oh, I'm sorry. That was she was writing to me.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, so I just figured she was busy with stuff, I mean, thank you, Stand Up Memories. I don't know if
that's probably
from Mr. Zen.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you. When you going to have me on? I'm just teasing.
That's up to Jackie or Peter Bells, I would think.
I'm just teasing. I think they look at real people and real comedians and talk about real stuff.
Oh, real.
There is something I want to do. because I work Dylan's workshop, usually on Tuesday nights. And at some point during the course of the evening, like he'll give us an exercise. And last night's exercise was he told us to pick 5 random items off from around you. Now, so what's around me? My desk literally has like 20 things on it. If I show you the camera, if I point it, you're going to go like, holy fuck, how does he think? And I don't know the answer to that. So I pick 5 things. He says, pick 5 things and write a joke about each of them. And it gives you like 15 minutes to do that. And so you do that, and then it goes, now, whichever one you like the best, whichever joke you think has the most potential, I want you to build it out to 3 jokes. And I give you 15 minutes. And that was the exercise. So this is what I wrote about. This is my joke. Okay. And I wrote it about this.
Let me fasten my seatbelt.
Okay.
Okay.
I wrote it about this so that people have an idea. This is the item I decided to write about.
Describe it for the people on the radio because they.
I'm sorry. I thought they could hear it. It's a portable floppy guy. I have a portable floppy guy on my desk.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it. Last year I was given a portable floppy air dancer for my desk. I shouldn't have to say portable floppy air dancer since it's on my desk. Who would think that I would have a full-size floppy guy on my desk? The 6 people who kept asking me, how big is my desk? After it broke, my wife purchased a floppy air dancer to replace it. This is the first time that she's given me floppy seconds. The original was given to me by my stepson. I was embarrassed to tell him I broke it. But now I think it would be a better story if he was the one who replaced it for me.
Sloppy seconds.
Sloppy seconds.
Sloppy seconds. I feel like maybe you didn't do enough setup for the premise of. Wow. I almost reached out to Blind Mike to ask him if he wanted to wish you a happy birthday, but then I thought, nah, that's easy. Fuck him. But I just, I don't know why I thought that would be amusing. Speaking of Jackie, well, we speaking of Jackie? Yes, I was speaking of Jackie. I reached out to him to ask him how he was doing because last time I talked to him, he was sick. And as he said, guess who's in the Epstein files? And he sends me this thing of where I think it's faked, but it's a pretty good fake where it shows that he's in the Epstein files on an email. And he emailed Epstein a joke. Guy's walking down a boardwalk in Atlantic City and he runs into a hooker. He says, how much? She says, $100. He says, all right. They climb down under the boardwalk and he bangs her. Next night he runs into the same hooker. They go under the boardwalk. Only this time he's banging her. She blasts 2 incredible farts. When they get done, he hands her $120 and she says, what's the extra 20? He says, that's for blowing the sand off my balls. Are you kidding me?
I think Buddy Hackett told me that joke.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know if you want to kind of even fake that you were in the Epstein files.
He's already
because for him it's believable because we've seen pictures of him at the Epstein.
Right? Yeah. So what the hell? I don't think you can harm him because like I said, unlike the other people who are in it, he's like, hey, I was there. I admit I was there, but this is what I did. I was there with like 7 other comedians or something like that. And then the other comedians, they go like, shh, what the fuck's wrong? Shh, God damn it. Shh, I just got back from Saudi Arabia performing. And you're going to throw this shit on me too? Shh, God damn it.
My nephew's writing to me. Just interesting gossip stuff, family stuff. I can't resist reading this though right now. Let me ask you on my paint the town thing. You're not allowed to get sick and call it paint. It's a paint party. It's not brain surgery. It's not like a life or death thing. They really
okay. this is what I would do. Okay, I would, because you do not want. It's Here's the thing. They say you cannot call in sick. If you notified the venue and said, I know you have a check to get in, blah blah blah. I know you have certain criteria. I'm not sure I can meet them. I'm coming down with the flu, or I'm sick. I'm snotty or whatever. Do you do you still want me to come, or do you want a replacement?
That's exactly what I did.
And then if so, then they will be the ones I want a replacement. And then you're not calling in sick. They're the ones who.
That's exactly what I did. I'll tell you what I said. I'm not bailing on you. I will make it if you want me to, but understand, because it's something that it's a large party, and I was going to be doing it with this young girl, Allie, who is she's a great painter. And I said, I'm concerned for her. I'm also concerned for the residents. Now, this happens to be at a healthcare facility where they're older, and if it's COVID, I don't know that it's COVID. It could be just a cold. It probably is just a cold.
But wouldn't they all have their shots though? Because they're all at risk, so they would all be vaccinated, right?
Possibly, but when you go, because I play these facilities with music stuff, you go in, there's this thing that scans you. It looks at your face, it takes your temperature, then it asks you, have you had any cold symptoms in the last 2 weeks? If you say yes, you're out. So I can't lie to the fucking thing, because that's literally.
I think you should be allowed to lie to it, and this is why I'm saying that. I've seen those things. Okay, everybody puts their face in there, and they don't wipe it after you're done. So right. You go there, the person in front of you is like,
oh, no doubt I can fool it. No doubt I can fool it, but it's if anybody finds out.
Well, I'm not even talking about fooling it. I'm talking about they're probably the ones giving it to you. So you put your face down, you leave, you got your germs there. They don't wipe it off. The next person comes along, breathes in your germs.
Yeah, I get it. So I did say to him, I will do it if you want me to, but understand that I might drive all the way there and not be allowed in the facility if I'm running a temperature or anything. They don't let you in. And at all these nursing homes, even though they've all been given the shot, there are some rooms you can't go in. Like, don't go in that room, and you got to wash your hands and before every room and all that kind of stuff. They're very careful about not infecting people. They don't want to an outbreak inside the facility. So my concern is for them. If you really want me to do it, I'll do it. I mean, yeah, I'm not that sick where I can't paint.
Right. But you're also, it's not you being sick. It's like you said, it's the contagion factor.
So it's in their ballpark. So I haven't heard back from them yet. But they punish you.
You don't want people to start calling you typhoid mountain dog.
I think they already do that.
Yeah, but that's your personality. I'm talking about for a good reason.
But the policy of you can't call in sick the day of or a day before. This is tomorrow. You can't call in, give them 48 hours notice, because that's like unacceptable. Like, people get sick in the world, and like even brain surgeons can say, I just can't make it to work today. And when it comes to paint party, it's like the least important fucking thing in the universe, right? I mean,
I think it is. I think right after, nope, I thought about it.
No, it's after hair design, because we went through this when we did a show at the Snapple Theater on Broadway, a hair designer TV show, and the woman who ran the theater, she came out because the hairdressers are all these prima donna fucking artists. And she let into him. She said, "You people think you're fucking saving the earth or brain surgery or whatever. You're hairdressers. You're fucking haircutters. This is not the most important thing in the world." I was loving it, because I was wanting to say that for like 10 years and sitting on the side. And finally somebody's fucking telling them like it is. But
there's only one thing that they miss, okay? And this is according to the philosopher Billy Crystal.
Oh.
Yeah. He goes, if you look good, you feel good.
Oh, no, that is definitely part of the mantra of the hairdresser people. I mean, the hairdresser artists. And listen, I get that they look at what their craft as art and all that part, and they are. It's like a gym or a trainer and all that kind of stuff. If you're helping people look their best, feel their best, it improves their quality of life, no doubt about it. Yeah. But it's not like something you can't call in sick for. I mean, it's not an emergency. If it doesn't happen, it can happen tomorrow. But apparently not. Anyway, stand back. I'm so contagious. Everybody.
I know that at one point, I'm trying to think. This is years ago. In 20. So yeah, I started my locks. I started my locks in 2006. So in 19 years, 19 years I've had my locks. Only 3 people have done my hair. I had one woman named Janice do it once, and when I was in Florida, I had a young woman named Stephanie doing my hair. But other than that, it's been James all this time. And the guy, he's an artist. But he's also funny. No, I think hairdressers are like next to comedians. I think they're really high up there on their to be disrespected chart.
Wow. Well, when I lived in that world, they were highly respected, and some of them. Listen, Ted Gibson. I think he gets $1,500 a haircut for and less than an hour of cutting. And that's just the standard. I mean, if they go all out, the Sex and the Cynthia thing, it's like 3,500 people pay him for a haircut. It's like incredible and well respected by the media and by all his peers and all that kind of stuff. There is a whole community within the hair world, and maybe I should get Ted on. He's a good personality. There's lots of people in the hair in this, but all the guys are gay and they all want to suck my cock.
And your problem with that is what?
I don't want to get my cock sucked. I don't want to get my cock sucked. But no, but listen, I'm afraid I might like it too much.
Oh, it's a fear. It's fear. Okay.
I'm a homophobe. I've confessed to being a homophobe many times on this program.
But there's a difference between fear and irrational fear. Homophobia is like an irrational fear. And
so
fear,
you're saying it's irrational fear of all right, maybe it is irrational fear. I don't know.
I think clinically, and because Mr. Tail isn't here, I don't know. But Mr. Tail would tell me, now clinically, phobia is an over-exaggerated fear, but regular fear is healthy. You know, it's like a warning sign. Don't do that. You could get hurt, or be cautious. But right. Mr. Tail's not in the audience, and that's how he sounds in my head today.
How dare he not be in the audience? Wow. Tom Catu. Hello, Tom Catu. I don't know who these people on Instagram are. Every day we get people on there. I have no idea how they find us, where they see this program, because I have many followers on Instagram that I have no idea who they are. And the same with Blue Sky and Threads and all that stuff. At least on Facebook, most of the people who follow me or I'm friends with, I know where the connection is and all this stuff, but not with that. Anyway, so yeah, I still don't know if I'm doing that party tomorrow. I probably am going to end up doing it because it's unforgivable to not do it.
Yeah. Wasn't that a Nat King Cole song? Unforgivable.
Yeah. Nobody knows who Nat King Cole is. Just you.
Really? No, everybody's got to. I mean, even if you only know him for the Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, even if they know him only for that, because Christmas comes around, that song is played on every fucking station. Doesn't matter what genre.
You don't know the white people. They don't listen to that version. They listen to Mel Torme wrote that, and he's the one. That's the one that all the white people listen to.
No, I haven't even heard the Mel Torme version, and I mean, I forgot Mel Torme. I forgot he wrote it. Okay. Yeah. I forgot he even sang.
The Velvet Fog. I used to call him the Velvet Frog when I was, because I didn't know any better. I really thought that was, why did they call him the Velvet Frog? The Velvet Fog.
No. There's some artists that were really, really, really good, but because of time, they've been reduced to one song. You know, like Otis Redding, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, or, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what they know him for. And he's done so much more. Now I have a question. For you. I'm gonna preface this by saying, a friend of mine just sent me a birthday wish. His wife was one of the early in my career. I learned so much from her about the business of comedy that and I wanted to learn more. She just was so good at it. And I think my desperation to learn from her almost drove a wedge. It's like, well, you're kind of clingy. It's like, yes, because you have a lot of knowledge and I want to learn from you, you know? And so, we're still like, I can text her right now and we would talk, but I couldn't get her on the show, you know? Now, but every time I think of her, I think of, fondly of her because of her business acumen and how she inspired me. Do you have like someone from, when you started out in music that inspired you to just want to at least run your music business that way or something like that?
Yeah, I've talked to him about him many times. He was my older brother's best friend. His originally lived Dan Lauria from the Wonder Years, the guy who played the father on the Wonder Years, his younger brother Louis. They were like cousins. We called them cousins. I didn't know till I was like 10 years old that they weren't blood cousins. They lived right behind us, then they moved away a little bit. He was a drummer and a very good drummer. Great player, and played with a lot of successful people, and then he ended up playing in my band and was like a mentor to me. Eventually, he hated my guts. Him and my ex-wife had words, and then I threw him out of my house. He tried to run me over. He's dead now. But yeah,
Okay.
he was he was one of the people who I kind of respected lived by. If he said it, it was gospel to me. Like it had to behave as a professional musician, how to conduct yourself. I worshiped the guy. And growing up, he was like 8 years older than me and a professional when I was a little kid. And then I got lucky enough to have him in my band, and he mentored so many people. He taught so many people that I knew that I worshiped the ground he walked on, basically. And then we had bad words, and he ended up hating my guts, and then we died. We never resolved that. So, but yeah, he's the guy who told me, you got to get in your truck every day. You got to wake up, get in your truck, and go to work. He never worked like that kind of job in his life. He was just talking to me about the
work ethic.
Yeah, work ethic of a music. No matter what, you got to showing up. You always got to.
So tomorrow you're showing up.
Yeah,
that's
I'm willing to show up. I put it in their ballpark. Do you want the company to get sued for infecting all these fucking people? That I didn't say that, but that's basically what it is.
I'm sure. Yeah, they probably gave it to their attorney and go, "What do you think?"
Right.
And the attorney's going like,
right. If I go there and get somebody sick and they die, because they're old people. If they end up getting sick and getting pneumonia and die, that's a serious lawsuit now, right? Or I don't know.
That's true. They could actually try to sue you for your drum set in the basement.
Oh, I have that. We got to end early today because I got a guy coming to buy the electronic kit. He's coming today. He said he'd be here at 11:15, so I wanted to wrap up by 11. What do you think Russ White is referring to when he says, "I think I would know"? Something that we said 10 minutes ago or something, right? No, 20 minutes ago. No. He only commented 4 minutes ago. Yeah, Russ White. What do you think you would know?
And why don't we know?
Know? I don't know. I don't know nothing. What do I know? I don't know. What do you know? So yeah, the electronic. I haven't really played the electronic kit in a long time, but still, just seeing it leave, it's kind of a sad thing.
See, that's why you should have let me have it. I'm telling you could have visited it. Yeah, you could have FaceTimed with it. You could called me up and go, I really miss the drum set. Can you like let me FaceTime with it?
But to be honest, I was using it. I was using it as a clothes hanger. I was throwing fucking. I was for a good long time. I mean, I can't remember the last time I actually played it. So
it's funny. I had a portable universal gym, and I used to use it all the time. And actually, to be honest, because of I went over a friend of mine's house, and he had one, and he had a really attractive wife. And he says, check out this universal gym. And I checked it out, and he was doing this one exercise. The only thing I kept thinking of was, I'd really like to have sex with his wife on this. That's what I thought. So I bought one, because it was a universal gym, but it was set up like you could use it for different sexual adventures. And so I bought it when I was in my 20s. And once I got married to my first wife, I'm trying to think. I had it when I was married to my first wife, and I used to use it, but because she was not that adventurous, I didn't get to use it the way I wanted to use it with her. And then we got divorced. I got my house. I put it in my basement, and it wound up being a clothes rack.
Yeah. Everything ends up being a clothes rack at some point. Everything in the universe ends up being a clothes rack at some point. Yeah. So this guy who's coming to get the gym, speaking of portable, this guy's he's a drum teacher, and he's got a little bus, and it's like a portable drum studio. So he drives up to people's houses, this is a great idea, innovative idea. He's got a couple of drum sets in there, and he gives lessons. He drives to people's houses, and they take the lessons in the bus. It's a very cool idea, a little portable drum studio. I like it.
Now you can drive off with the kid to some deserted places. No, it's quiet here. Nobody will hear you drum or scream.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility in today's world. That's I don't know. I just don't know. I get this.
It's a shame you went there with that.
I know. I don't know if the algorithm is. I don't even know how to explain this. Maybe I should just share. Oh, right? You want to see me try to share something again, and that take forever?
Just the last thing you shared, I didn't hear a word of it.
Really? You didn't hear
the video? Hear a word of it.
Oh, good.
I heard you saying, "Why is he talking so fast?" I'm like, "What talking?"
Oh man, that guy was talking so fast. Stop suffering in silence. This is the hemorrhoid, recurring pressure, bleeding, incomplete bowel movements. Incomplete bowel movements. Most insurance accepted. Stop suffering, and it's got a graphic depiction of what goes on inside your ass.
Yeah, I see.
When you have hemorrhoids, like
now, really? Those butt plugs, those little red dots, are those butt? No,
I think it's bleeding.
Oh, that's clotting. I thought those were like.
My God! Like what told the
butt plugs?
What told Facebook? You know who would love this ad? You know who really should see this ad? Matt Napo, aka the Mind Dog. Let's see. Somebody's in my bathroom window. What's he doing in there? Oh, he's a good candidate for. I don't know. Stop. Yeah, it's all my fault. When I was 20 years old, we had a agreement with a audio recording technology school, and they would use me to teach the kids. So I would get a couple of musicians and write a song on the spot and go in there, and they would record it. And one day I was just like, I can't even come up with an idea. So I wrote a song called Hemorrhoid. You're like a hemorrhoid, just a pain in the ass, at 20 years old. And it was a big joke, like rosy red cheeks that never wear a smile, keep me itching for you all the while. You're like a hemorrhoid, a pain in the ass. It was a big joke. And now
until it won a Grammy. No,
I feel like maybe you should be careful what you joke about in your youth because it will come back to haunt you in your old age. Hemorrhoids. Other animals, humans are the only animals that deal with this, right? Other animals don't get shit and they just walk away. They don't even wipe. They don't do anything. They just keep walking. Like horses will shit while they're walking down the street.
Yeah,
dogs just kind of dogs are weird. They just turn around and look at it like, okay. Cats will bury it. Just weird.
Most cats will bury it. Yeah, cats try to bury it.
By the way, yesterday I got an offer to collaborate with a cat litter box company, and innovative. It doesn't look all that innovative, to be honest with you, but they're calling it. It's like a big aluminum box. If I could find it and share it, it's just like, how do they pick out? Again, this is like, how are they identifying me? Oh, this would be a good guy for cat litter boxes.
Maybe maybe you used the word pussy or cat in the previous show.
It's weird.
Because I think we are actually, according to Podcast Nation or whatever that thing is called, that rating thing, Podcasters Unlimited, that rating thing, we are like number 3 when it comes to cats and pussies, right?
There's all different. Yeah, I think you're talking about Good Pods.
Yeah, Good Pods. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're like number 2 in science, number 3 in cats and pussies.
Well, so many of these fucking services, whatever you call it, I don't know if you call them a service, whatever they are, they think that because there's dog in the title, that somehow we are pet pet-based podcast. Like, no, Coffee with the Dog is about me being a dog, and not a good dog, a bad dog. You're a bad dog, baby. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Is that the? Oh no, that ain't it. That's an award. Dear Matt, we're thrilled to welcome you to a brand new season of the Elite Music Awards. Yeah, and what does that have to do with me? I'm not elite, or I'm neither. I'm not.
Or you're probably being nominated for the category of best AI song.
I got into a little bit with a guy on Threads this morning because he was talking about. He was saying that people who like AI music suck because musicians, it's all about learning the craft and it's all in your hands. And I'm like, that's fine. If you, who are you to tell people what to like and what not to like? Again, I think most AI music is schlock. I don't enjoy it. Even a lot of the stuff that I do, I don't enjoy. Propaganda I like. I think that one came out pretty good. But a lot of the stuff that I've used AI for, I'm not necessarily happy with it. But if somebody finds value in it and they think it moves them, or they find value in the art, that's for them to say. It's not for you to say, oh, that sucks, you shouldn't enjoy that. And this guy was one of these people who wants to tell people what they can and what they can't like. It's like, fuck you, man. If somebody likes something, why are you so threatened by it? I think that's what it is, threatened. Like, I'm going to lose my gig. Well, you don't really have a gig anyway. You're not selling fucking 50,000 streams or whatever you think it. I don't know. It just bothers me that people get on their high horse. I'm not saying. Go ahead.
No, I was thinking of Stephen Hawking, and obviously he had the intellect to do what he did, but we wouldn't really know. He probably would use AI to communicate, with what he was doing. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, now that's a good segue here, because Elon Musk, I saw 2 videos on him last night about what a fucking con man this guy is, and just a scam artist. But he's talking about his new robot, Optimus robot, how it's going to save the world. First of all, he's saying it's going to eliminate poverty. How is a robot going to eliminate poverty? And
you sell it for parts. It's going to steal money from the other. It's going to rob banks for you.
But the robot, they had a demonstration of it, and the robot really wasn't acting autonomously. There was somebody behind the scenes telling it what to do.
Right.
And he was saying that it's going to be the best surgeon. You're talking about healthcare. It will be the best surgeon you can imagine, precise and all this stuff.
No.
Like, how? I would not trust. Listen, if you've seen robots fall on their face once, or just seen how they can't handle stairs or whatever.
They don't need the A. None of that. They don't need the A. They already have robots that work in conjunction with surgeons to do microsurgery, right? I mean, they put a little goggles and they, do the little operating things with their fingers. So I don't understand. Now what they're covering up, what they're not telling you is that AI, not only is it not going to solve poverty, it's gonna make it worse for those of us near the middle and the bottom, and it's just gonna help the rich people. Like I know, for example, these AI centers require so much fucking energy, so much fucking energy. It's going to drive the energy rates for everybody else up.
Right.
Okay, that's going to eat into your budget. Now, they're trying to put power lines to feed a AI center. The lines are running like a quarter mile behind my house, not on my property, but on the farm behind me. And my thing is now they want to do this, but they want to make it easier for the AI center to get more power, but they want to make it more difficult for me to put solar panels on. And me getting solar panels is far less impactful on the environment and my neighbors than running power lines, miles and miles of power lines behind the houses. So they want to make it easier for them, but harder for me. Fuck them. They can eat my ass.
Them. I like that.
Yeah, fuck them all.
I don't want to eat your ass.
I said they.
I know, but I don't want anybody eating your ass. I think that's bad.
Well, my wife objects to it as well.
Here are some of the most notable technology-related promises Elon Musk has made over the years that have not fully come to fruition as of November 2025. Musk is known for ambitious, optimistic timelines. This is the thing that we're saying. He overpromises and underdelivers. Tesla self-driving cars, obviously. 1 million Tesla robo-taxis. He said by 2019 there would be 1 million Tesla robo-taxis on the roads. Here we are 6 years later.
Did he say they'd be running? Because there may be a million of them on the road, they're just not running.
Yeah. There's not one. Not one has even been built. Coast to coast autonomous Tesla drive. No, that way he said by 2016. Hyperloop, 700 plus mile an hour passenger pods in vacuum tubes. He promised that by 2013. That never came true. Humans on Mars, multiple 2016 first unmanned, 2018 crewed by 2024. He promised that we would have a crew on Mars by 2024.
I think he meant crew neck sweater.
I could have meant. Tesla Optimus humanoid robots in mass production by 2022. I mean, it goes on and on. There's a list of things that he has promised.
Okay, I think the mass production means they were building them in churches, probably in some third world country.
Right. And then the other video I was watching was this guy, Piers Morgan had your buddy Neil deGrasse Tyson. And Neil, he was playing a clip of where Tyson was on Bill Maher saying how ridiculous the Mars project is, like colonizing Mars. First, we have to terraform a planet that has radiation. It's freezing. It's got massive radiation problems. It's got no water to colonize this. And deGrasse's point was, we only take on these kind of things when we are threatened in somehow, threatened some way, and the threat is not here and imminent yet. And Piers Morgan was saying, well, we know the sun is going to blow up at some point. It's going to blow up
5 billion years from now.
There's 5 billion years from now. But also, if the sun blows up, you think Mars is going to be okay? Mars it's the same solar system. Hello, it's the same sun. So that won't. So deGrasse's point was, I'm not against colonizing or finding a planet where we could go colonize and have a multi-planetary species. I'm saying prioritize. If we're throwing trillions of dollars at a project, why not fix the problems with Earth rather than think we can have people living underground on Mars or whatever, build all these try to change the planet's atmosphere, because Mars has no fucking atmosphere, right? We have too much carbon in our
no atmosphere and no usable water to speak of.
Yeah, right. So they'd have to manufacture their own water, like a hydro manufacturing plant, like taking raw oxygen and hydrogen and mixing it together in the right H2O and manufacturing water. That's what they'd have to do on Mars, right?
Yeah.
So, but it was interesting to watch Piers Morgan being ridiculously uninformed and trying to back Musk's plan on this thing. And again, if we have the technology, why aren't we working on spending that money on trying to figure out a way to swat away asteroids that might be a threat to planet Earth, and look for planets that actually make sense to have a multi-planetary system on, like whatever. But so Musk is it's a vanity project, right? He wants to be the guy known in the record books for, or whatever, humanity, for the first guy to have a multi-planetary species system going on. But Mars ain't the answer. And I agree with Tyson. I don't agree with Tyson on everything, but on that one, I think he's absolutely right. It seems to be a waste of money, a waste of time, a waste of effort.
I had mentioned a little while ago that there were these AI deep fakes of Neil deGrasse Tyson spouting things that were not scientifically true. He is now fighting back. I've seen him, say these are AI fakes, and I was happy to hear him fighting back, because I don't want to be the one fighting for him. I don't know him that well, but he
still hasn't answered me about being on this program.
Well, and he should. He should. Because he had that alien guy.
Oh my God, that guy! He's just using that as a scam to not work. That alien guy. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them if you did. Sir Elton John, how about that? All right, I'm done. Now, what do you do for your birthday? What are you doing? You gonna go out?
As a general rule of thumb, I do not celebrate my birthday. But I don't have a.
Your wife doesn't go out and get a Carvel cake and sing "Happy Birthday" to you.
As a general rule of thumb, I don't celebrate my birthday.
I don't either, but my wife.
I will use it, but like, for example, Wednesday nights, we do trivia, Family Feud trivia. Myself and two other couples. Myself and my wife and two other couples.
That seems like a trivial pursuit.
So it is, and so it just happens to fall on my birthday. So yes, we're going to do trivia tonight. But I didn't do anything special. Dan Pasternak. Today is also his birthday. He and his family are going to see David Sedaris. That's a birthday thing. I'm going to trivia, but it's only because it happens we do it every Wednesday night. Now, my wife wants to take me to get new sweatpants on Saturday. Because I'm wearing out the crotches on some of my sweatpants. I can't wear them in public. And I'm tired of, I can't sell them anymore. But I don't like the way, there's a certain way I like my clothes to fit. And all these skinny things that they got out there, I don't like this. The skinny jeans, skinny sweatpants. I don't like that look. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. It looks terrible on me. My ass is too big for it. My ass is way too big for those skinny pants and the skinny jeans and skinny sweatpants. When I wear sweatpants, I want baggy sweatpants. I don't want people staring at the shape of my junk and staring at the shape of my ass. I just want to be comfortable.
Well, just a second ago, you were asking people to eat your ass.
They don't have to look at it to do it.
All right, yeah.
And I'm talking about wearing.
Actually, probably a better way if you're going to go put on blinders before you.
Right. And I'm talking about fashion, which is totally different than obsessions. I like I won't receive a new toy. Now, what I used to do, because I didn't have great toys as a kid. Matt, I think you remember the type of toys we had as children. And all the really, really cool toys came out much, much later, like 40 years later.
Yeah.
30 years later. So when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, for my birthday, I would buy a cool toy that they did not have when I was a kid. And I would keep it for a month, and then I package it back up, and I would donate it to Toys for Tots.
Wow.
But I was so like, there was this one, and I remember this. There was one toy I remember it so well. It was a remote control fire truck with a with a ladder, and a firefighter that went all the way up to the top. It was all remote control. And so I used to use it to change the channels on my television set. I used to get the fire truck to go over, turn the ladder around, and the guy would go up and he'd hit the up button or the down button or hit the numbers, I did that for a month. And then I packaged it back up and still donated to Toys for Tots.
Wow.
And people would come over and says, "Wait, you got a toy?" I said, "Yeah." Is it, "You bought a toy? You're a grown man." I said, "Yeah, but I'm going to package it up and give it to Toys for Tots." And they go like, "Oh, that's not so bad." See, so I get to have my cake and eat it too.
Right. Well, you have plenty of
Fish?
sex toys that you could repackage and donate for Toys for Twats. No, I'm wrong. All right, I'll be wrong.
I guess I
it's not the
could,
first,
except for some of them have been modified in ways that would make them useless to Toys for Twats.
Oh, Toys for Anuses. That's not really a thing.
Now, I do have some spares that I have not opened up in case one of the other ones break or whatever.
A spare.
Yeah, I do have spares. They're still wrapped in. They have that unopened.
That's you know what? I don't even know where the spare tire is in my my Mazda Tribute. But I know where the spare vibrator is, just in case.
Well, I know where my spare tire in my car is. So I know.
You think I probably should have looked at that, right? Where do they keep the spare in this thing?
Do you even know if you have one? Because I've seen people who think they had spare tires buy car. Well, first of all, did you buy your car new or used?
No, I bought it used, right?
So, was that the one that your wife gave to you for your birthday?
Yeah, my wife bought me a birthday present, a new car. Well, not a new car.
So you don't even know if you don't even know if they gave you
would
the
think
spare tire
that
and jack.
at some point I would have looked into this before now.
Because I know people who bought used cars and the car did not come with a jack or did not come with the spare tire. Yeah. And I pull over to help them, and I said, "Are you okay?" They're like, "Well, I just bought this. I bought this car used 2 years ago. I never looked at the spare tire, or I didn't know that they gave me the wrong jack. This is not the jack for this car."
Yeah, that's a hit the road jack.
Yeah, or this isn't the crowbar for the nuts. This is the wrong size crowbar, or to take the nuts off.
Yeah.
Or lug nut driver.
Yeah, so maybe I should go before I take another class on and drive like the length of Long Island. Maybe I should find out if there is even a spare tire, just in case.
Yeah, and if it is, maybe it needs air. You could have one that could be totally deflated. So you go to use it, and it's like, damn.
Yeah,
I might as well keep the flat on there.
Yeah, might as well just right on the rim.
Yeah, because that's one that I make sure that my spare tires inflated to the right pressure.
At some point, I think probably at my age, I probably should invest in the whatever it is, the auto club, AAA, whatever is that
AAA?
Is that what it is? AAA? Like there's AA. I don't want to invest. Yeah, I don't want to invest in AA because 12 I don't know, 12 miles, 12 steps.
Yeah, the 12 steps to repairing your car.
Yeah. Yeah. So so you're not going to go, you're not going to get your cake or anything? I mean,
I don't really.
I don't like it either, but they do it. They force it on you. It's like, you have to have a birthday.
I know. And every time I tell my wife, I don't want to do this. She goes, okay. And then she goes, are we going Saturday to pick up your sweatpants?
So here's my prediction. People will come over and like trivia, like or whatever, and let's get them. And then they...
I strongly suspect that there will be cake there. I strongly suspect that there will be... Now, to be honest, because, again, we're in a venue that has a stage. And, I would love it if they would just say, okay, look, thank you for the birthday wishes, and because I'm like everybody there knows who I am. I said, I would love it if you could just check out my show on check out the show on Plausible. That would be a great gift. Thank you. But I don't want to do that in another venue because I think that's kind of hacky or hacky sacky.
Yeah. So why didn't you just do this from home like you usually do the Plausible shows from your basement, right?
Well, because the Plausible shows from my basement, I was using them to get the kinks out of the system. My plan all along was to do the Plausible from clubs on the road. That was my plan all along. Yeah, and so but you can't just start there. Well, you could, but I wanted to get the kinks out.
The kinks, like Ray Davies and Dave.
Yeah. Like there was one show, like I had a show that I was doing. I wanted to do a Plausible show from a venue, but I didn't charge anybody, and I called it a technical rehearsal. And I'm glad I didn't because all kinds of shit went wrong. But it made me step up the equipment. It made me get more better equipment. But, so now I can take it on the road. I could do it. I could do a Plausible show from anywhere in the United States, and it would run smooth because I have a portable 5G hotspot. I have
I got a spot that gets me hot, but you ain't been to it. No.
That's right.
That's right.
So, but that was for preparation for what I really wanted to do, which is the live shows on the road.
Well, yeah, you still have goals in life. Look at you. I don't. My goal is to just figure out when it's time to just lay down and die. That's my goal in life.
Well, I have goals, but more of it with me, it's always, can this be done? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can this be done?
See, my answer to that question for myself is no, it can't be done. Give up.
And so and then can I make it better? And that's the other problem I have with I always want to make things better, which works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't work, like when you're talking about a marriage and you're trying to fix it by making things better, and the other person doesn't want to be better. So you got to bail. You have to bail. So look, you don't want to be better. I need better. I deserve better. I'm out.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to, because this is going to sound like I'm being, I don't know, egotistical or somehow inflating my own worth. I've been hearing from a lot of Rocket 45 fans that the band sucks without me. And I'm like, I know that. And it's not because they can't, I'm irreplaceable. It's that they replaced me with the absolute worst guy. And not to bash Mike Argon, but he's not right for that band. He's a shredder who can't play rhythm guitar at all. All he wants to do is play leads, and there's only one guitar in the band. So it's Scott, who plays bass, also plays guitar. He would have been the perfect guy to be the guitar player for the Rockin' 45s, but Mikey didn't want him. He wanted to go with Argon, and Argon can't fucking play. He can't play rhythm guitar. He can't lay it down for singing. So what you have is bass, drums, and a lead guitar player who only plays lead and vocals on top of that.
Yeah, that's great for like 3 songs, right? I think this
at maximum. I mean,
Boys Are Back in Town, but that's not all lead. I'm trying to think. No.
Not even.
I was never the greatest quote shredder. Matter of fact, I was never a shredder. I mean, I played lead guitar, but it was more melodic and not shredding. I tried to do the lead that the song required, or that but rhythm, I was very, very proud of my rhythm guitar playing.
It's you know what? If you're playing one guitar in a band, you have to be a solid rhythm player.
Right. Yes.
So people have been writing to me, oh, the band's not the same without you. I know it sucks. I've heard it. It's awful. I mean, it's god awful. But the reason I'm bringing that up, because I've gotten to the place where I've accepted that the band thing is over for me. I'm going to play acoustic shows until I can't play even them anymore. But that's where I'm at right now, which is why I'm selling lots of equipment off and just like getting rid of a lot of electric guitars and all this stuff. But Mikey is still clinging to this idea that the band, like getting band gigs, and he's just like alienating all the goodwill. All his fans are just like not happy with it, and I hate to say it because it sounds like but every day I'm getting emails from people or private messages from people. Please come back to the band. No, I can't, and I just can't because it's not about the politics of it. It is the Trump supporters are not. It's not that you voted for Donald Trump or you're a hardcore Republican. It's the fact that you embrace the cruelty and meanness of it and laugh at it. Like if a family, they're taking little kids away from a family and deporting the mother or whatever, they're sitting home and enjoying that on Fox News. They're like giggling and like, oh, this is what I voted for. That's what I'm talking about. Like I can't be a part of. I can't accept it. I can't forgive that cruelty and just meanness of spirit. Whatever you think of, and I don't know if you caught this, Scott Bessent.
I know who he is. I didn't catch. What did he say? Well, I may have caught it. Just don't know what you're talking about yet.
Saying that the beef prices are due to the illegal immigrants bringing their cows. Illegal.
Oh, right. Yeah. What the fuck was that?
Let me ask you, because over the last 10 years, we've seen every time there is something that needs a distraction, we've seen caravans, films of caravans. You never see a single caravan where they're towing a cow.
Well, maybe the cow's the one shooting the footage.
And why would that drive up beef prices? If they were bringing the cows, wouldn't that lower the beef prices? There's more cows then. Right?
Yeah, but these cows are eating the other cows, feeding the shortage. Look, it's so fucking stupid, the things that they try to get people to believe. And what's worse is the things that the people will believe.
Yeah. Illegal immigrant cows.
Maybe they meant cowboys, and he just misread it. I don't.
Yeah, no, he was talking about beef prices. Why? Because they're bringing
the cowboys are causing the beef prices to go up.
That would make the coffee prices go up because cowboys love coffee. I don't know if you know this about cowboys, but cowboys love coffee. Don't ever like a cowboy making coffee. Anyway, I don't know. I just don't know.
Have you ever actually fallen on the floor laughing?
No, never did.
I know I did. I think 3 times. The first time that I legitimately fell out on the floor laughing was 1974, I think it was. I was watching the fart scene, the campfire scene from Blazing Saddles.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And I laughed so hard that what I did was I buckled over and I hit my head on the chair in front of me. And so I leaned like this and the arm gave way and I fell out onto the aisle. And when I fell out into the aisle laughing, I fell on top of the guy who fell out of his chair laughing, who fell from the other side of the aisle.
That's uncomfortable.
It is, but I made a good friend and we've been friends ever since.
Wow.
No, it was some white guy. I never saw him again.
Oh yeah. And that guy ended up being governor of Texas. He's in a wheelchair now.
Yeah, he's looking for the black guy that fell on him and made him cripple, so he can sue him. I just outed myself. Now Governor Abbott's going to go like, I can smell a nigger a district away.
Oh my God!
That's what I should have written, a district away. But I didn't think of that until after I heard it this morning.
Yeah. A tree fell on him while he was jogging. It was the story, right? He was just jogging and a tree fell on him.
Well, that was my nickname in high school, Tree.
Isn't that a sign from God? I don't know.
Well, I think that is one of the 4 signs of the apocalypse. A tree falling on the future governor of Texas.
If a tree falls on a governor,
does it make a sound?
Yeah. If
the governor does. But I didn't hear the tree make one.
He was a Led Zeppelin fan. And Robert Plant was in the audience that day and heard it.
He was like, Hey,
Oh,
Jimmy,
what
I
was
got a
that
great
lyric?
idea for a song. I heard this sound in the woods, and I think it'd be great for a song.
Yeah. I just don't know. So tomorrow, Slaptail said something over here. We're number two in opinions expressed by nurse practitioner, comic entertainers who produce Slaptail Squad podcast. Why are we only number 2 in that? We should be number 1 in that.
I think he means number 2, like in we're doo-doo.
No, he means his podcast is number 1 in that, but I don't think so. I think because according to vidIQ, he doesn't even rate at all. I'm sorry.
And he's been doing his podcast for 27 years.
27 years. 27.
Yeah, 27 years. That's what I said. 27 years.
Yeah, nurse practitioners. I had a tomorrow's show is nurse practitioner is the one who hired us for that one. So we got nurse practitioners up the wazoo. I don't know if you knew that about us, but we're a little heavy on the nurse practitioner. My cousin is a nurse practitioner who was my mother's favorite niece, and she's not talking to me now. She used to come to all my shows. She's the one who hired us for all the drag queen shows and all this stuff. I think she might be a Trumper, and I think that's why she doesn't talk. She's talking to my brother now. According to my nephew, who was just texting me before, he said my brother swore to him, my ex-brother or whatever, swore to him that he did not vote for Trump this time.
Oh God, there's and this really disturbed me. Okay, one of the Epstein survivors, okay, in her press conference with the other when they were standing outside the Capitol, says, "I voted for Trump. I voted for you, and you're making an ass of yourself with the way you're handling this whole situation." Okay, first of all, why the fuck would she vote for him? She's a sexual assault survivor who voted for Trump, who bragged about grabbing women by the pussy, who bragged about checking out young teens at the Miss Universe competition because he's checking out the merchandise. The one who says that Jean Carroll liked his fingers in her pussy. That this guy, she voted for him. What the fuck is wrong with her?
What the fuck is wrong with her? It boils down to a couple of, I don't know exactly for this person, but there's so many elements to this. First of all, it's not necessarily about what he is or what he can do for them. It's about owning the libs. They got this idea that if you can make the other party, the other side lose, somehow that's a win for you.
You can do that and still keep your dignity.
There are no doubt about it. I agree. And
that's what
it comes down to the Republicans. I've been saying this for years. I've been since he won the primaries in 2016. It's like you can't find one person who's a better qualified candidate for president of the United States than him that you could still win with. You could have ran almost anybody against Hillary Clinton and done well. I think
Kasich, and be honest, now, and Kasich, at least at one point, is a Republican I could have supported.
Yeah,
John Kasich. At one point, he's kind of gotten off the edge a little bit. He's
kind of fed down a little bit.
Yeah, he's starting to sample the Kool-Aid again.
Yeah.
But at one point, Kasich, but I think his problem was he was such a good candidate for the middle that he didn't even register with the fanatics.
Right. And again, it comes. The other part of it is it's not just owning the libs and or owning the Democrats. It's the pure racism and misogyny of as much as I like the person that Harris is, there's a good segment of people who, whether they just could not bring themselves to vote for a black woman. People, it's just. It's just the truth. I mean, they won't admit that that's the truth.
See, and here's the deal. This is where I think they messed up. Okay, when they were getting Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney out there to support Harris, what they should have had were all of these college football players and all of these pro football players whose moms were the ones that are responsible for them being as great as they are.
Right.
Because the ones like when they scored a touchdown, they thank God and they thank their mom, not the dad, but the mom who was out there doing all the hard work so that that kid could be there. That's who should have been doing it, because they, first of all, they know the strength of a woman, they know the guidance of a woman, and they've succeeded with that guidance. And people would look, so that's why I think women, that was my main argument for a woman being a good head coach in football, in any sport, because quite often it's the women that are doing the hard work. And if you have a female coach and the other team is like mocking her, those guys are going to look at her like a mother figure, and they're going to protect their mother, and they're going to beat your fucking ass. It's like, man, your coach is hot. I'd like to fuck her in the shower. It's like, oh, that's it, guys. He's dead. That's it. That guy's gone. There's like, they will not only will they take the penalty for him, they will get ejected to get that guy out of the game. Wow. They will fight. Men and kids will fight so hard for their moms and their mother figures, but for their dads, it's like, yeah, you're right. My dad was a drunk. What can I say?
Even so, overcoming the female objection of most of them, she had a double a whammy. She had a black woman, and they made up any excuse not to vote for her. And you know what? The issues don't matter. What the actual issues on the table, the only issues they care about is the common hatred for minorities and brown people, and let's get rid of them all. And I heard a guy yesterday saying his father lost his tree trimming business to an illegal alien. I was like, no, your father was fucking incompetent. He's like, you want to hire cheap labor. Well, it's not cheap. Tree trimming is not I know this because I've just recently had trees removed. It's not a cheap labor thing. It takes expensive equipment. You need buckets, you need cranes, you need big gigantic chainsaws, and people can operate them. It's not cheap labor. Your father lost his business because he's fucking incompetent. If you can't compete with an illegal immigrant, that's on you. That's not their fault for especially in stuff like that, like where it's
that would be like the Germans saying it wasn't fair that they had to race against Jesse Owens. Because he's an immigrant. He's not a naturalized citizen. He's a superior immigrant. We can't race against him. We can't beat him. Yeah, they're fucking stupid. People. I have started many a business that did not get off the ground. No, and I've had some legitimate beef with racism and legitimate beef with stuff like that. But I didn't go around life going, man, if it weren't for those nasty old white people being so fucking racist in the 70s and the 80s and 90s, my business would have taken off. No, I knew the cards I was dealt. I don't take it out on white people that that I was denied credit and denied housing and denied loans. No, I take it out on businesses because they're it's the fucking businesses that were doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, there were businesses and the laws were written by white people that were so fucking mean. I want to kill them all. No, I'm just teasing. But the point is that I don't blame white people. It was the system that was like that.
Let's all sing the Eddie Murphy, what was it? Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. I'm going to get me a shotgun and kill all the white as I see. I don't know. This dude's on his way over to buy this.
The funny thing is, I really believe that Chevy Chase is. Whenever I hear that song, I think of Chevy Chase singing it. I don't know why. It's not Chevy Chase singing it. But that's so I think Chevy Chase is singing it. Chevy Chase. No, Garrett Morris. Garrett Morris is the one who's singing it.
Oh yeah, right. You know what? Maybe was it? No, it was Eddie Murphy singing that. But yeah, that sounds like something. Garrett Morris. Could be. Maybe you're right. How do I Google that?
Get me a shotgun and shoot all the whiteys.
TD might have Oedipus,
I
like
see.
Oedipus-like tendencies. Oedipus. Yeah. Now that's gonna ruin your browser history. Wait a minute. Oh, I could just see the NSA. A black guy is asking, looking for a shotgun to kill all the whiteys he sees.
It's Garrett Morris.
It is Garrett Morris. Why did I think it was Eddie Murphy? Because Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
And not only that, they got two different versions of it, looks like.
Oh.
Got one of him in prison garb.
Oh, yeah.
And one of him on the stage singing it, looks like.
Yeah, I think I remember the one on the stage more than prison garb, but yeah. Now Garrett Morris went insane after he was off the show, right? I don't know. He had who was the other guys? They got the guy in the '90s who had a breakdown in the street. I can't remember. Black guy who was just losing his mind, and we're running out in the streets of Beverly Hills and having.
Are you sure that wasn't Richard Pryor on fire?
No, he definitely did that. Who am I thinking of? Bad Boys. Not the guy.
Oh, Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence had psychotic breakdowns. Yeah, and I think Garrett Morris had similar issues like that, where he was just doing like crazy stuff like that, running out and I don't know what was Martin Lawrence's doing. He was just having psychotic episodes and running out in the street and yelling stuff.
Now it looks like Mr. Tail went to the Love Bear course class for pronunciation. He's got Oedipus.
Oedipus. Yeah. Well, I was thinking. Oh, tonight on the program, I have a guest who is going. Her thing is in psychedelic therapy, like mushrooms, and using psychedelics. Not Melodyne. I always want to say Mind Bloom, not Melodyne. I always want to say Melodyne. Mind Bloom, not Mind Bloom. She has like real mushrooms. Hey, heading over now, the guy who's going to buy my drum set. So I got to kind of wrap up in the next 10 minutes, 9 minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to sneeze on this guy and put some flu-infected snot juice on him. How about that? What do you think?
Good.
Sounds good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that on the menu. Flu-infected snot. Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds delicious. So
damn it. I keep saying thank you, bruh, and it keeps changing it to Bruce. It's like, no, it's bruh. I'm writing BRUH on purpose. It's like, no, you mean Bruce.
Slaptail, you going to join us tomorrow for Queen Elizabeth? Does Slaptail even know Queen Elizabeth? No, he doesn't.
I don't think he knows Queen Elizabeth.
Huh. I was kind of trying to look up Elizabeth's bio just to put something in the bucket for tomorrow, and there was there's Queen Elizabeth visits Croydon. Croydon must be a town in England somewhere or something.
It is.
So Queen Elizabeth Croydon will come up with results for the real Queen Elizabeth visiting Croydon a lot. I thought that's pretty. I don't know. Coincidental? Is that the word?
Yeah, and she referenced it a couple of times that she's going to go back to that town and claim it.
I didn't hear. I never heard her say that.
Yeah, she did it on this show.
She said it on the show.
Yeah.
People say stuff. I don't listen. What did you?
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. I know better than almost anyone.
What? I'm sorry. Did you just say something? I don't know.
Well, it's funny. I talked to Dylan Brody last night, and I said, so and so told me to tell you hi. And he goes, "How is he doing? What's he up to now?" I said, and this is somebody who's Dylan and him have been friends since like 1987. And Dylan's asking me. I talked to him for a little bit, and Dylan's asking me, "So what's he up to? I said, "I don't know. Call him." Shit. I said he could have told me. I said he actually could have told me the answer to those very things you asked me, but I didn't listen and didn't remember. So call him. He goes, I gotta call him.
My excuse is the hearing thing. Sometimes I don't hear, and I get tired of asking people to repeat themselves.
Oh yeah.
It's what? They're like, why are you fucking wanting me, you asshole? Because I don't hear. I'm deaf. I'm old. I'm stupid. Pick one. Pick one.
Yeah, I do that with. And the thing is, with my wife, she does this. I think she does it on purpose. I really do. Well, there's two things. One is because she has seasonal depression. You know, with the when the sun gets lower.
Seasonal affective depression. It's sad. Seasonal affective.
Yes, she has that. And the more depressed she gets, the softer she talks to me and so we'll be watching television and she'll just like have the energy and she'll be like, when you go in the kitchen, could you do me a favor and get me 5 Advil? And then we're watching television. I'm like, what? She goes, I hate it when you don't listen to me. I'm like, we're watching television. I didn't even know you were going to be talking. You know? So, that or she'll whisper on purpose, or she'll talk to me and I'm in the other room.
Fuck.
Like she'll talk normal and I'll be like in the other side of the house and I'll hear this. And I'll go, I'll say, what? And she'll go, I was talking to the cat. I'll go, oh, okay. And then a few minutes later, you'll hear this. What? I was talking to the cat. Oh, sorry. And a few minutes later, be like, and I don't do it. And she goes, are you ignoring me? Can you hear me? I'm like, I thought you were talking to the cat. She go,
yeah.
Since when would I ask the cat to get me 5 Advil out the medicine cabinet? I said, how am
5?
I supposed to? Yeah, I said, how am I supposed to know that you're in the kitchen? That's where the Advil is. I'm in the back of the house. She goes,
when I worked for the cult, they used to whisper a lot. And the woman who was second in charge of the cult came over to me. And my response to that almost always would just... and apparently she did that. She came up to me and she said... And I went, and Frank was standing next to me, short Frank. He says, you didn't hear a word she said, did you? I was like, no. She said, she asked if that dress made her look fat.
And that's when you found the poison in your coffee.
Yeah, Roseanne didn't like me much after that. Whatever.
That's when you woke up with the pillow over your face.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Listen, have a good happy trivia tonight, and we'll try not to kill anybody when they whip out a cake on you. That's all I'm gonna say.
And people out there, this is no, you'll hear about it tomorrow. So, but get your tickets. You can subscribe to plausible.com, and matter of fact, if you got to go, I can close up. I just want to do a plug real quick.
No, that's fun. I don't. He's got a few minutes before he gets here anyway.
Okay. So just go to plausible.com and /GD Fenderson or Funny Old Farts, but GD Fenderson.
We need plausible deniability.
Right.
So
support me.
Right.
Support me and my friends.
Support your local humorist. It was a James Garner movie that was a follow-up to Support Your Local Gunfighter. It didn't do that well at the box office, but you can watch it tomorrow night on plausible.com. Plausible with 2 Z's.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And also Funny Old Farts is actually available in Smellorama.
Smellorama. That's another thing that Elon promised would be here by 2010 that never fully came to fruition. Is Smellorama, Smell-O-Vision. This never came. That was the Elmer J. Fudd Smell-O-Vision thing. Anyway, don't forget to turn on your radio. Have a great night, GD. Now you're welcome to the 66 Club.
Yeah, 66. Yeah.
All right.
I'm 2/3 of the way there.
Yeah. All right. Bye for now. Watch your radio. Watch your radio and listen to your television. All right. Bye for now. Have a great day.
listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now.